You send a message, it gets read, no reply. You share something you worked really hard on, nobody says anything. You walk into a room and no one looks up. And something small goes tight in your chest. You know it should not matter, but it does. Here is the thing most of us never say out loud. We need to be seen. We need somebody to notice us, to value us, to say, yes, you matter. And when that does not come, something in us quietly decides something is wrong with us. Today is about that need. It is about where it comes from, why it lands so hard on some of us, and why it is not a weakness at all. And if you take one thing from today, take this. Needing to be seen is not neediness. It is one of the most human things about you. Before we start, let me tell you something about my mother. She grew up in a big family, eldest daughter, 3 younger ones after her. And for most of her childhood, she was raised by her grandparents because my grandfather's job kept moving him from city to city. So she grew up a little to one side of things. Loved, yes. But she learned early to watch, to notice who was looking at her and who was not. I saw the result of all of that through my childhood, and I did not understand any of it. She was very sensitive to how people reacted to her. A small comment could undo her. She would cry for hours. She would turn it inward and end up disappointed in herself. And I'm not proud of this, friends, but I'll be honest. I always thought she was overreacting. I was not gentle about it. Sometimes I was angry. Why does she take everything to heart? Why does it all have to be so big? And underneath that, if I'm really honest, I thought she was asking for too much time, too much attention. I look back now and I see it completely differently. She was not reacting to what was in front of her. She was reacting to something much older, to a girl who grew up slightly apart, to years of being the capable one, to a childhood where being noticed was never guaranteed. So every small silence in her adult life was landing on that. Of course, it hurt more than it should have. It was not landing on today. It was landing on all of it. And there is a word we use for people like this: attention seeker. We say it so easily, and usually with a small roll of the eyes. But do we ever stop and ask what made someone feel so completely dismissed by something so small? Something that probably wasn't even meant to be. Because it's not always about feeling inadequate. Very often it is something simpler and far more human. The need to be connected to someone, to be recognized, to belong somewhere, to matter. So when I see it now in another person, I do not reach for that word anymore. It is a very harsh word for a human being who just wants to be seen. Now let me put you somewhere you've been. You pass a colleague in the corridor, you say, "Hello." They walk straight past. 2 seconds, that is all it was. But by mid-morning, it has taken over your day. You're scrolling back through old messages looking for what you did wrong. There is a small cold stone in your chest. And by lunch, you've written a whole story and you are the guilty person in it. And then, in the afternoon, you find out their father is in the hospital. They did not see you. They did not see anyone. So what is really happening? Here is the truth of it, friends. We never react to what happens to us. We react to our picture of it. So think of a map you carry inside you. It was drawn slowly over your whole life. Your childhood drew on it. The people who raised you drew on it. every time you were chosen and every time you were not, added a line. The corridor gave you 2 seconds of silence. That is all it gave you. Everything else came off the map. They are upset with me, I've done something, I'm too much, I'm not enough. And that is why the same small thing lands so differently on 2 people. Give that silent corridor to someone who grew up feeling wanted, and they'll not even notice. They'll think, he seemed busy, forget it by the lift. Give the same 2 seconds to my mother, and it lands on 60 years of quietly wondering whether she mattered to anybody. Same corridor, 2 completely different days. One more piece, and this one catches all of us. So the story becomes, they're annoyed with me, and your mind gets to work. The short reply on Tuesday, the joke they did not laugh at, the meeting where they sat somewhere else. And what it leaves out is the coffee they brought you, the message they sent last month. Those did not fit the story, so they stay in the drawer. And by 4 o'clock, you have a solid case against you. And every piece of the evidence that it has came from you. Now, here is a good bit. A map can be looked at. And friends, a map can always be redrawn. Those heavy dark markings were made a long time ago. Many of them by a much younger you, doing their best to stay safe with what they knew then. They were true for that child, but they are not laws for this adult. So when something small hits you much harder than it should, ask one gentle question, not to beat yourself up, just the way a friend would lean in and ask, is this what is actually here? Or is this my map talking? And it works the other way too. The person who snapped, the one who went quiet, the one who needs a bit too much reassurance. They are reading their own map, covered in ink you will never get to see. I wish I had understood that about my mother 30 years earlier. So here is one small thing today, friends. It takes about 10 seconds. The next time something small stings, a silence, a tone, a look, write 2 lines on paper, on your phone, or just in your head. Line 1, what actually happened? Facts only. The kind of thing a camera would have caught. He walked past and did not say hello, or she replied with 1 word. Keep it that simple. Your mind will try to slip an opinion in. Do not let it do that. And line 2, what my map added. He's angry with me. I've done something wrong. I'm too much. Write it exactly as you've been thinking it. Now look at the 2 lines sitting next to each other. You do not have to fix anything, and I'm not asking you to pretend it does not hurt. Just see the difference between them. Because your whole life, those 2 lines have felt like the same thing. And they were never the same thing. So carry this with you today. Wanting to be seen is not a flaw in you. It is not attention seeking. It's one of the most human needs there is. And when something small hurts far more than it should, you're not being oversensitive, because it has landed on an old marking. And friends, old markings will always stay soft and tender. Remember, everyone you meet is walking around with a map in their hands, including you. And you're allowed to look at yours and gently ask whether it is still telling you the truth. Be gentle with yourself today. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care.